Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get this started, let's talk about simplefishing.ca, the subscription box with the most hard baits. Everybody likes to chuck hard baits, including this guy right here. We get some fish on them on the last couple of days. Check it out. Hey, we have pike boxes, elite bass boxes, walleye boxes, and there's a multi-species box. We're going to open one tonight, but you can get one at home, and you can save $10 on your first box by using the discount code FEARFISHING at the checkout. Check them out. It's Canadian. If you're American listening to this, you can save so much more because there's exchange rate because all the prices are in Canadian. And that is basically pesos to you guys. So, without further ado, let's rip the opening that never works.
Attempt 58.
Let's do this.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Do you think maybe it might be the opening?
I don't even know. There it goes. It's kind of working.
No, it's not working.
No.
Oh, we got too many CPUs.
Look, it's trying.
Sean.
Look at it. Fear Fishing Webcast. Ah, yes.
Flawless.
Wow.
There it says it.
See, we start that slow.
We
That
got
it looks like we're
the main part
gangbusters, eh?
going away. That's awesome. I'm going to talk here and then it's going to kick in. I'm still watching the screen hoping it works. That
Wow.
You know what? It wouldn't be a Fear Fishing webcast if that worked.
No, we wouldn't know what to do.
No, we wouldn't. Simply.
We would just have to end it right there.
Yeah, that's a
And
show,
on a
guys.
high note.
Cut.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, the opening worked.
We'll
The
see
rest
you
of the
soon.
show is going to be screwed. Let's do this. To my left, Mark.
How are you doing, guys?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm excellent. I'm finally getting to throw for some bass in Ontario.
Woo!
So I'm happy, guy.
Hot tamale. You got
Yeah.
Coca-Cola here?
I got a Coca-Cola and I've got my future sponsor.
Oh, yeah?
Call me.
Oh, yeah? Call
yeah,
you?
Yeah.
You think they're watching?
You know what? Their shares would go down if I stopped buying them.
Really?
Well, probably. That's
Somebody got on the Fear Fishing. Amber, do you got the IM board open there? Can you see stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Comment, guys. Share this up right now. That'd be a huge help if you'd like to see us do more of these. And our opening never, ever work. Share now. Hit that like button.
Yeah.
So, Mark, you're good. Where are you from?
I'm from Bowmanville, Ontario. my man.
Originally? Were you born in Bowmanville?
No, I was the schwiggity schwa kind of guy, you know? Yeah.
South End?
No, man. Poshawa.
Poshawa.
Yeah.
Oh, my
And
God.
if you got an L1G area code, you're from Poshawa.
Poshawa. Craig,
Yeah.
across the table from us, we got special guests tonight. Introduce yourself there, young McCall.
He's not a special guest.
No, but we'll get to the
I
special
just
one.
explained to him why. He said, "Well, Mercer's here. Why am I here?" I said, "Well, because you're a staple. He's a page."
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Did I not? And then we chuckled like
This
that.
is like no other show in the universe, eh? It's like nobody at home is watching, and we're just going to talk about the most ridiculous things. So, Sean, where were you born?
I was born in Oshawa,
Really?
and I lived in the South End.
Nice.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah, I
I
did.
knew it. I
I did.
knew it.
No
you tell?
posh, eh?
Yeah.
Is it because I got no laces in my shoes?
Well, they're just done up wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. But a real special guest, all the way from... Oh, that's me. I was just going to give somebody trouble. Hey, it's my phone. From MercerMarine. Out in
I've heard about
Elizabethville.
it. That place
It's
is
huge
huge.
shop, man. It's huge.
It's
They
booming business right
They
now,
can
too.
fix anything.
Yeah.
You know, they're looking for more customers.
Convenient drop off, 24 hours a day.
You know,
Yeah.
if we can grow,
24-hour hotline, too, if you call them.
Yeah. Ask for Bob.
if you, the plan is that if we can grow this, MercerMarine, Andrew's gonna look into becoming a Ranger dealership.
There you go.
He's got everything there
Yeah.
to fix a Ranger.
Doesn't Sean want to work on boats for the rest of
You
his life
did talk
too?
about that
Yeah,
one
you
time.
did.
How
Why
that
do you
was
guys
your
do
dream.
that?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I really, really enjoy working on boats. I love wearing them.
Really?
I
Yeah,
love
me too.
stripping them down. I like redoing them. I like
Stripping them down, eh?
Yeah, I strip down anything.
How do you feel about fixing boats, Andrew?
I don't mind.
You don't mind?
They're all right.
I never
Not hard to work
I never totally ruin it.
See, when he says they're all right, there's no passion there. I got passion.
Yeah. They're awesome.
Wait.
Yeah, I love boats.
I love boats.
I love boats.
I love boats.
You got that sticker on
We
your
need to
truck?
get you guys T-shirts to say "I love boats."
It used to say pug, then he scratched pug out and put boats.
Should
The
be
l-
I love motorboating.
The last time I
Hey, do you want to sit on this side? How about in the middle? The couch. Give him the couch.
Let's put him in the middle.
Oh,
I'll
not
share
again.
with you.
the last time I brought up to Andrew that we should grow this business, he was threatening that I would have to fix boats. And
You
I
don't
was
want that,
like-
folks.
I was like, no, folks. I was like, Andrew, you fix them, I'll book them.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how we're gonna do this.
You'd screw it up.
Probably the
Well,
best way.
No, I wouldn't fix my own boat. I had to turn the head on the Panoptics unit, like the transducer, and I waited till Andrew got here just for I could get his second opinion.
Yeah. Moral support, I guess.
He thinks I really had him on the show to talk. It was just to make sure that was fine.
Jeez.
Have you looked at his shoelaces yet? Is he
Whose?
okay over here?
He's
wear
always wearing the
flip-flops.
flip-flops, man. Yeah, he doesn't even
I
get
never
the
wear
guy that
shoes.
goes between his toe because he can't figure out which toe it's supposed to go through.
Okay, guys, we're doing it. We're probably going to Icast is this week.
Yes,
We're
it
gonna
is.
get into that in a moment. But we got a really special giveaway tonight.
We do.
We're going.
Huge.
We're going new school and old school, right? Should I announce the contest or do one? Mark,
Well,
you're the
yeah.
oldest. You should probably talk about. You know this better than me.
Well, you know what? You know, with Icast is happening right now.
this is
So you
epic.
know what? That's all the new school stuff.
New school.
New
Like,
school. Now,
we're-
although new school
break it.
is cool,
It's
look
cool.
at us.
It's
Old
cool.
school is definitely pretty cool too, right?
It's
Look
cool.
at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. So what we're doing is we're having a contest.
I'm
And-
gonna mail this to you.
Yeah, Ian's gonna mail it because I don't have any money for a stamp. And this is
Hold that up.
this
is
is
beautiful.
Look at this. Now Ian bought this at a secondhand store. This is a box set of Fishing Canada classics. You just can't go
On
out there and
VHS,
buy
not
this
DVD.
on VHS.
On VHS.
So this is the coveted prize. That's like the holy grail of
I
fishing.
will
right
mail
there.
it to you.
Vintage.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Hold it up to the camera. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
There's some serious learning to be done watching those.
This we're
Reno
old
has
school
hair.
meets new school.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we're having a
Whoa,
contest.
whoa.
No, okay.
There's,
Why don't you tell it then,
There's
Ian?
a floating for gators,
Floating for gators.
northern lake trout,
Classic.
largemouth bass, and structure.
Classic.
There will be no
classics.
information on Panoptics here. It'll be paper graphs. It'll be old school, but this is beautiful. I have two of them, so we thought we'd give one away to the lucky winner. Now
you can't
all you
never
got to
forget
do.
the roots.
So anyways, yeah. now
All you
can't
gotta
forget
do-
where you came from. You're
That's
never
right.
too humble.
Those guys, the fishing can guys are beauties.
So here's what we thought our contest would be.
You ready?
If you could bring out a new lure
Product.
at Icast,
Product.
or product, just
Yeah,
product, doesn't have to be a
here,
lure.
let me- you wanna get in
Product.
there?
What we're going to do is we want you to tell us what it is and what would you name it.
What would you name it? And I remember, when you go to Icast, you need a name, or nobody's coming to your booth.
That's right. It's got to
need a
be. It's got to
name.
be good.
You got to at
It's
least
got to be
make
catchy.
You got to make me giggle. You got to make us laugh. Whoever has the best name at the end of this show will win this amazing VHS box set.
Fishing related.
Fishing related,
Okay.
historic. I think they're all three of them in the Hall of Fame.
And this is a
Canadian
this
Fishing
is
Hall of Fame.
kind of
They
a
could be- they
family
should
show,
be.
isn't it?
What
Is it?
this?
Yeah. No, this.
Like the podcast?
Yeah, like for
Not really.
naming. No cursing.
No, no cursing.
No cursing.
What?
No, Sean.
No, Sean. We're not
no.
South Oshawa here, okay? This is like North Port Hope.
Posh.
You'll never take the
relax.
south
Posh
end of
hope.
this Oshawa, buddy.
This is posh hope.
Let me
All
see.
right.
I
Oh,
just
you
want to
want-
see this for a sec.
And
Like
it-
I'm
it-
drinking a Palm Bay mimosa right now.
Yes, you
Listen,
are.
Here comes the bonus.
Hey,
If you have a
I'm
if you
badass.
win and your VHS breaks, we'll send Andrew from MercerMarine to fix your VHS.
Yes, we will.
We will. Thank
So,
you.
I just want to throw in here for you guys fishing that CSFL event. You should maybe watch that.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
We'll probably. I don't have.
You should
I
watch
think Emma has a VHS player in her room.
Yes, she does.
There's
There you
probably like 20 kids right now watching this who they're like,
Dude, if you
VHS?
just pull the tape out and you hold it up to the sun and you go really
Oh my
fast, you
God.
can watch it. I just made that up. I don't know if that's
Probably.
Are you really drinking Palm Bay mimosa?
true. Yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
We are classy.
He
here
said,
at
"Do you have
Fear Fishing."
anything normal?" Did he not?
He
Yeah.
said that, yeah.
Yeah.
I offered him
Yeah.
a margarita. And
Yeah.
He said,
Do you have anything
"No,
normal? I have
do
Palm Bay
nothing like
mimosa.
that."
Well, okay.
Sounds good.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions or comments, get them in. Amber is running the IM board, and if she doesn't catch it, I'm sure our buddy Sean McCall will. Don't forget to name your lure. Where do you guys want to start off on the big wheel of information?
Ta-da! Well, we started Icast. You wanna keep
Let's
going with
do
Icast?
Icast.
Yeah, somebody's asking what you're looking forward to new products that I
What am I looking forward to? Daiwa.
Dewa.
Yeah,
That's what my phone says. So before we get into this, I have Kyle Crothers, one of the sales reps for Daiwa Canada, in my phone as Kyle Daiwa, right? And
So do I.
do you really?
Yeah.
So when I say in the truck, I say call Kyle Daiwa. It says call Kyle Daiwa. Every time.
Does
It makes me giggle. I love it. I know. I'm not sure. Okay, so they told me I can talk about nothing till Wednesday. So the new Tattoo 100 came out, which got T-wing. It's got a smaller spool. I saw Brent Ayler. You can go to the live one and check that out. They do have a new Tattoo rod, like a whole series coming out, which is really exciting. They have a couple more reels that I got to see coming out. And there's 12 new actions in the Daiwa Tattoo Elite series coming out.
Wow. Those are some pretty sweet rods, eh?
They are.
I'll tell you.
Hey, listen to this. And I heard
let's
this
hear it,
for
let's
12
hear it.
hours
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, you did. Because I'm totally in love with my Elite rod.
Yeah.
I'll throw
Which
it all day
one?
long. I'll sit down and retie that one rod just
Yeah.
because I love that rod so much. I can do anything with that rod. Anything.
You know they make more, right?
I do, but this one rod, you ever had that one rod that you can do anything with and it just feels right
Yeah.
and you're so confident?
That's
You
how I
can
feel about Amber.
Pitch, flip, skip, you can do anything with it.
Do you know
And
what?
It's just,
It's
And
my
pair
new,
it up with that.
It's my new evergreen combat stick. I think I
That
love
thing's
that
badass,
rod.
eh?
That is one badass rod, and you know what? It looks cool as hell.
You know what? When I found out you were getting that,
Yeah.
I was like, why not me? Who have I wronged on the earth that's not my rod?
You know what? Good things come to good people, Ian.
Oh,
You know what? I'm
Aw.
always the guy that's 10 minutes too late in my life, and
Not
finally
that time.
No, that was great timing, and thank you very much,
Now,
Kyle.
big
Greg,
news,
for
exciting
setting me
news,
up with
and this is anybody out there listening. Our camera is so like,
that. Is it?
yeah, it's
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
That looks great.
That's
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So.
wrong way.
Yeah.
oh,
There we
Squeeze
go.
in.
There's the best looking guy
So-
in fishing.
Squeeze in, Mark.
everybody
Squeeze
who
in.
wants to see the
Tries
new
to touch me
Daiwa
when I do
products
that.
from Icast, go to Daiwa Canada on Instagram. Hard launch this week. The Instagram page is up. You'll be able to see everything from Icast. Kyle Daiwa is working hard. He's flying there. What time is it?
Today.
No, him and Greg are in the air right now.
Oh, are they? They're missing the show.
I don't think they can watch it on an airplane, can you?
I don't know. Don't you have to turn your?
If they have Wi-Fi, I guarantee you they're watching the show right now. Greg is looking at Kyle and saying, "What a good signing that kid was. We really did well partnering with him." So, toot toot, go to the Daiwa Canada Instagram page. Just look up Daiwa Canada. There will be so much information there over the next couple of weeks, and I believe in a couple of weeks they're going to let me run the story for a day. I know it's a lot of responsibility, and those people are crazy to give me a phone and say, "Go
The
nuts." but
Instagram story
yeah,
on the.
you want to do
Daiwa.
it with me?
Me?
Yeah, maybe we can do it at a tournament.
What even
Oh,
is
man.
that? I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what an Instagram story is? That's why
No.
we got you to give this away.
I'm not.
I'm sorry. Do
Bro.
you know what it is?
I'm working on my Instagram skills. I got
Do you
no
know
skills
what it
right
is?
now.
Really?
Instagram.
Answer the question.
Listen, you know what I do?
This
You
is
know what
like
I do?
asking my wife where she wants to go
Wow.
for dinner.
Wow.
I get up in the morning and I go to work and I pound nails, and I come
No,
home.
you don't. You point to people that pound nails.
Yeah, now I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I do.
You got a shiny helmet on.
Yeah, I got
Like
got
a
new
knight.
hat,
Is
Yeah.
it white?
To
Like
keep
a-
the
You have a white helmet?
Major League Baseball satellites out of his head.
Yeah.
Armadillo helmet.
Yeah.
You got what color's your helmet?
You guys at home are laughing, but it's true. I've seen
Camo.
it. He rides an armadillo
camo?
helmet when we were in the boat. It's
Yeah.
camo. I got a camo helmet. Remember that
yeah,
time
it's
I
the
wore
greatest helmet ever.
Yeah. I thought it was
that.
fun. We thought it was fun.
Where's
Other
that
people
beast?
didn't.
You
I
guys
don't
are
know
all
where
up
it
on
is.
guys' helmets and stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah.
That's close, eh?
I was waiting for that.
So check out the in Daiwa Canada Instagram. The story, guys, is basically you can go to Instagram and people can put like pictures and small videos up throughout the day, and you can follow them like a story, like a book. You know those things like back in the day, like this, you used to open up, you read left side first, right side second, both pages.
So it's just like what they've done during that. You see what they do.
It's
during
like
the
a
day.
magazine of 2018. You just flip through it.
Oh yeah.
It's a highlight reel.
We'll do a story together.
Was that
John.
that flip left, flip right thing I keep hearing about?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think
Swipe
that's-
left or swipe right?
Oh,
I
that's
think
Tinder.
you're
Tinder.
talking
That's
about
awesome.
Tinder.
Oh
Is
my
it?
God!
Yeah, that's a good time. Tinder.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
a good
You want
time.
some? Hop on Tinder.
Yeah?
You get some.
I don't want none.
Yeah.
I'm happy being married.
So, Icast. Anything else you guys are excited about?
Do
Do you really get excited for the new products?
Do you really have 1,177 emails you haven't opened?
Yeah.
Jesus.
We had to talk about this a couple weeks ago.
We did.
God.
It was at like 900 and some when we talked about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I read the important ones. It's junk mail. People on LinkedIn messaging me wanting nothing. Wanting me to buy underwater aqua lights from Japan.
Oh, now I get those.
Those underwater aqua lights probably could have come in handy yesterday when we were using that underwater camera. I'm just saying. It's some pretty dirty
I
water.
will put that
Yeah,
on a
it
list
is.
of things to answer back.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun yesterday using that camera. You know.
Okay,
You get-
hold
you-
on. We're not there yet.
Sorry,
are you guys?
we're not.
Are you guys?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Miso soup. Don't go miso
Whoa.
souping.
Not
Who,
ready yet.
who wants to tell that story? That is one of the greatest stories in fishing.
Go ahead.
You know,
Sean.
there's so many things behind the scenes in fishing that we don't get to bring,
Yeah.
but it's worth it. So go ahead, John. Tell that story.
Well, we were at the fishing show the year before this year, last year.
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Yeah, up in Lindsay, and we all went out for sushi with Andy, right? And
Pilata.
for those of you who don't
can't
know
just call him
Andy Pilata, he's the man behind the shows. He's the one,
godfather of fishing.
Yeah, he's the one that runs the CSFL with him and his daughters and his wife. And
Yeah.
they do the sportsman show, the 4th Sportsman show. They also have the spring fishing and boat show.
CSFL,
So-
FLW Canada.
And he really likes on the Saturday night where everybody goes out for dinner together and has a nice dinner.
Yes.
So we all went for sushi one night. And it's the old school sushi when you walk in, all you can eat, where they have the paper, and you write down or you tick off what you want. So there's over 100 items on this menu.
Yes.
And Andy's like, okay, everybody listen up.
Okay, wait. So
How many?
Oh,
now,
and
now,
there's,
now
there's also
understand.
like 30 of
There's
us.
yes, and the older, I'm saying not older, but the wiser,
Mature?
more mature people are sitting on the left side of me, right? Big Jim's there, Sean's there,
Benny?
that crew.
You put me on the
Very
wiser,
good.
more mature side? You're
I
such a
am.
dick.
Dude, you're 41 now, buddy.
Dude, I was like,
Yeah.
I was right in the middle. To the right hand side of me are all the young people who work all the fishing shows and tournaments,
Yeah.
right? So let me, before Sean gets in with the story, the right hand side of me paid no attention to Andy.
No.
No.
Like
They've
there
been-
was, there
they've
might
been
as well
for
been.
sushi before.
There might as well have been a
We were
12-foot
new.
wall between this side and that side. And I was watching what this side was doing, right? They go hog wild. Like, there's the whole other conversation. Continue with your story. And they're like listed. So when Sean tells us, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, there's numbers.
There's
So-
146 things
we're-
on the menu.
We're going to go through all these things on the menu, apparently.
One at a
And
time.
Andy's like, okay. He's got his pencil and the paper, and he's like, who wants miso soup? I'm like, I'll have a hot and sour soup. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're not there yet.
And I swear to God, if we had soup, it'd be all over the table. Oh, we all laughed.
It was at that moment I looked down, grabbed my own pad in front of me, and checked off what I wanted, and handed it to the thing.
By
the time he was
we
done,
got to like number 4, the kids had food.
Oh, they were already eating. Oh, yeah, they were
yeah.
eating.
They had food.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and I was like,
Smiles
all
on
right,
their
I'm
face.
with you guys.
Hey, the smiles on their faces, and we were just sitting there like,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're not there yet.
Yeah, yeah.
And the sweet and sour soup was
Guess
number
what?
2.
okay, we're done with soup.
It was good soup.
So you guys excited? Do
Worth
you guys
waiting
get
for.
excited? Are you guys going to, like, is it like trade day? Are you going to sit around Wednesday to see what's released? Or is it not there?
No, not for me. I'm just gonna fish what I always fish, and if something new comes along that I see and I kind of like, I'll buy it. But I'm not gonna sit around and wait. I got work to do during the day.
When was the last time something came out that absolutely changed the world of fishing?
The banjo minnow.
That's not it, Sean.
That didn't happen.
No?
Chatterbait, maybe? Chatterbait was the last, like, real big one?
I think the last real big one that nobody used was the umbrella rig, wasn't it?
That nobody
Nah, they
used.
kind of just outlawed that.
Yeah,
It worked good.
yeah.
I caught
It
fish
worked
on.
real well.
Everybody
It
was
did.
really huge on it, and then everybody said, okay, no, you can't use that.
Well, yeah.
I would think the chatterbait was the last one that shocked the world. Like, it really,
Ned
really
rig.
works. Ned rig, maybe?
No,
And
let's
now
not
Nico?
talk about the Ned rig.
Yeah.
We don't need to go there.
Top secret.
No?
Can't
Yeah,
use
no,
it.
nobody fished the Ned rig.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it
no
doesn't
good.
work.
It doesn't.
Yeah, so chatterbait, Ned rig, but there's a lot of flops. right? There's
Yeah,
some
there's a
good
few
stuff that
flops.
comes out, but
Yeah,
there's a lot of flops too. It's a big risk. This fishing
One of
game,
the
right?
coolest baits I ever come across. It was a hard body frog, like plastic.
Yeah.
It had 2 trebles at the bottom of it, and it had rubber legs come out the side. And you tie onto this swivel that come out of its mouth. You give it a jerk, and a piece of braid, like 50-pound braid, was attached to the swivel, comes out from inside the body, and as it goes back in, the legs vibrate.
No way.
I smashed him on it. I've
What-
still got it.
Do you?
Yeah, I still got it.
Oh, how come you don't throw it anymore?
Because I'm saving it for later.
In case
Wow.
he loses it.
That's
Wow.
right. It's one of those.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose it.
How do you replace that? That's
You
pretty
don't.
high-end technology
Yeah.
for a frog.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
How many baits do you think that's in this box that they're throwing there? People are still throwing today.
I don't know. It's tough.
When was the last time you watched that series?
I don't know. Probably when that VHS came out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to lie to everybody. Yesterday?
That's an old one. Yeah.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
I don't even know what they throw on there. The game, like, the spinnerbait hasn't changed. I'll guarantee you they throw spinnerbaits in that. Right? The fluke
sure.
hasn't changed. The fluke's been around forever.
Fluke was one of my big baits down in South Carolina.
Fluke's a great bait.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
a great bait. What else?
Never
Buzzbait?
fished a fluke.
Horny toad and fluke.
Never fished one.
Never
Oh,
fished a
dude,
fluke?
It's amazing.
Never.
It's
Buzzbait?
amazing bait.
The technology in lures is not as it's not as getting as crazy as the one like the rods, reels, and electronics.
Well, there's more growth, I think, for rods and reels.
Line. Do you remember when we all used to use mono?
Yep.
What?
Monofilament?
Still use
Mono.
it.
Do you really? What
Yeah,
do you use
one,
it for?
One rod.
What one?
Flipping a jig.
No.
No.
Open water, rock.
You're
flipping
going
a
to
jig.
hell.
You're going to hell.
He just said that.
Straight to hell.
He did.
Yeah,
Just
you're
told him.
done, bud.
He
What
straight
pound
up-
mono?
Whoa! How do you set hook on a fish with
17.
mono?
Zach Wynn just said
17?
Andrew fishes from a sea-doo.
Yes.
Oh, you're in the race, bro. I'll rent one. We'll go out next weekend. It's going to be great.
Oh my god! I hope Sean Quinn's watching right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fishes from the sea do. Really? Where do
Yeah.
you buy mono?
I have it from years ago.
Really?
Doesn't it go rotten?
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
yeah.
You got to keep it out of the light. You got to like store it in a safe.
You know how you do that?
You flip a
do
jig
that
at
by
night.
throwing it in the
John,
garbage.
you
can.
want to hear stuff? So, 15 years ago, we were on the Gamma Pro staff, like right when I started fishing, bass fishing. So Marley and I split on and I don't remember using braid back then. So we used to flip with monofilament, right? And you would set hook here, like right, and you would hook the fish way back, like back here, because it stretches so much. So right, we buy this like 15,000 yard spool of 17-pound test,
Oh,
right?
there's an investment.
Listen, last summer, I'm like, he goes to his truck to re-spool. He's got the same spool.
No.
What? Yeah, he's gonna spool his reel, and I'm like, bro, I think that stuff's rotten. He's like, it's fine. We're only pre-fishing. Oh, that was 2 years ago. Yeah, he was like, we're only pre-fishing. What do I care? I was like, really? You're gonna do this? I'm like, well, where have you kept it? It's been in the back of the truck since I bought it.
Wow.
Wow. You never know
No
when you
fear.
need that much mono.
It was like, listen, it wasn't even like clear
Good
mono.
backing.
It was like purplish mono. You know, like that purple
Yep.
color?
Yeah.
You remember that Stren used to have that
Yep.
weird blue color?
They
Yeah.
still do, don't they?
I think so.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Don't use it.
What kind of
I only use J-braid.
yeah?
and mono.
I use J braid a lot. Well, okay, listen.
I really
what
like
kind
that
of
stuff.
monofilm are you using? You can name whatever company.
Silver thread.
No way.
Yeah, and I believe it's a sponsor of that show right there.
There you go. That's why
Silver.
we're giving that away.
So
Remember when it says
did
classics
anybody
on
even
it?
make?
I think it's from the same year.
Has anybody even made a comment naming their lure? Have they really? Well, let's hear
Here's
these.
some.
I don't know if Trisha is. I don't know. She said spot lock, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that's
What's
for a
spot
trolling motor.
Okay.
Oh, that's probably the best innovation to come out in fishing.
It is. It's
Yeah, maybe.
100%.
Maybe.
Number one.
I don't know. I don't have
Number one. When you got guys like Kevin Van Dam switching over,
Ooh, wasn't that big?
nah,
How
telling
long
you,
has he been with Motor Guide? How long
telling you.
has Tracker Boats been with Motor Guide?
Yeah.
right? You got to have it. It's huge.
That is a
Yeah.
really good comment, Spot Lock.
Yeah.
Yep.
We use it on Lake Ontario on Saturday.
You have it on
Fishing.
Scotty's boat.
Yeah, on Scotty's boat.
Wait a minute. I thought you guys were fishing rice. Wait. It was Simcoe.
Oh, yeah. No, it was sturgeon. We were on
Yeah,
sturgeon.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
No, but
That's
we
right.
some
They work
serious
good, eh?
waves, and we were in one spot the whole time.
Yeah.
If
wow.
I didn't have, I fished Lake Ontario too. That's amazing fishery, eh?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Like unbelievable. If I didn't have the Garmin Panoptics, I don't have spot lock, right? I don't have power pulse because I don't have power pulse. I fish too fast. I think the only time I'd ever use it is launching my boat. Anybody's
Probably.
fished with me realizes that I probably need a 136 volt trolling motor
Yeah, or bigger.
or bigger.
Yeah.
I think I need
Can
to
you
get
fix them up?
I
with
would
that?
like. I would.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I would like to get a gas powered trolling motor.
gas powered
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, so Lake Ontario is a phenomenal fishery. The best. I'm going to vote, in my opinion, Lake Ontario right now is the best smallmouth fishery in North America.
I don't know, man. Simcoe put on a pretty good show on the weekend.
Not even close.
No.
Not for numbers and not even for size.
Yeah.
Not even close. It has the fish. It has the lake's great, but if you went to Lake Ontario, you watched just like 30 guys off 20-pound bags, right? 20
Yeah.
pounds is nothing.
Nothing out there.
Nothing. 30
should
guys
go.
at Simcoe won't have 20-pound
Let's
bags.
go.
It's unbelievable. Like 15 pounds, you're in last place.
Yeah.
You catch
Yeah.
100 fish there a day.
Like the
When Scotty and I filmed that vlog there, Scotty Walton, a.k.a. Tundra, what's in that vlog is probably 1/3 of the amount of fish we caught. And you can catch them on anything. Sorry, I got the pop burps. You can catch them on anything. Spinner baits, crankbaits. But my point, if I don't have spot lock, but my Panoptics is the only way we could find those schools again. Right? If like the spotlight, you guys would stop while you were fighting a fish because usually you're rolling out there, right? The only way I was able to find the fish was the Panoptics. And in my vote for, if we're talking getting away from lures and rods, live scope and Panoptics has got to be.
Well, I think live
That's-
scope's going to be the
It's
next.
incredible, man.
big,
Do you know what I mean?
How do
big
you
deal.
fish against that?
Yeah. I
Well,
think-
if you have spot lock and live scope, man, you didn't lose nothing there.
yeah.
I've noticed in like fishing the last few weeks, especially pre-fishing rice, like when you're going through trees on the river, you just turn the head of your trolling motor and you can see on your Panoptics how deep that tree really is all the way through.
That's
Like, is that a
amazing.
good tree or is that a bad tree? And I didn't have to fish some of those good trees
You can
because
actually
they were
see the
because I
fish.
knew where
You
they
can
were there.
see
You
the
can see the fish.
live scope? You'll be
So
able to
no, we were
see his eyes.
I saw some trees out in 18 feet of water. I used my AquaView camera, put it down there. Right, I seen a ton of walleye. Back off it, turn my Panoptics into that tree. There's a walleye. Throw it in there, catch it.
So you can distinguish what fish that is on your.
No,
Panoptics.
I only knew they were because of my camera. But
Oh,
you
okay.
you can tell the size. I like
yeah.
right on the
Like a long
it's not. I
skinnier
don't have
or-
live scope, so I can't speak about live scope. But my Panoptics, you can tell if it's like, a bunch of bluegill don't look like a carp, right?
Mhm.
The blob looks bigger, right? It's real time. It's unbelievable how much faster you can pre-fish with that. Like between the AquaView and Panoptics, man, I can't believe how fast you can cover a lake.
Oh.
And the fact that they're not biting, but like Rice Lake, it's unreal. Like, I found spots where there's fish, and I know there's fish there, and I can visually see it on my AquaView, and then you can roll off at 50 feet and visually still see what you're looking at through Panoptics. It's unbelievable. Like,
Yeah,
it's to the point where I can't believe this is fishing now.
Video game fishing.
Is it? It really is.
Well,
It was simple to put on too. MercerMarine put my Panoptics on.
No
was it
problem at
easy?
all.
You can
It
do
was
all.
easy for me.
Incredibly easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
was like
yeah.
for the technology.
Is it just the transducer?
Well, you put on the
Yeah.
unit and then you throw the transducer.
I almost lost a tank yesterday. Got wrapped around the Panoptics.
Oh, he
trolling
did.
motor.
He
I
did.
pulled it around the one side of the boat, around the nose, pulling it over to him on the net, and the fish took a hard Randy, went around the front of the trolling motor, and I was pulling him back, and I felt it just go, and I'm like, oh, he's in the motor, man. He's in the motor. Ian's like, okay, relax.
Breathe
He's
deep.
like, breathe deep.
So I
He's
thought,
like, I'm
okay,
gonna
whoa,
get
whoa,
this
whoa,
fish.
whoa. When and I hadn't looked over the side of the boat yet, the trolling motor. You know when somebody's like, it's around the trolling motor?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Hercules here has his face pinned against the transducer. Like he wasn't going anywhere. Like he was like, stuck.
Keep the
Yeah.
pressure on.
That's right.
Right? So all I had to do was reach down there and grab him by the lip.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you goony goo gooed him.
No, no. That fish had totally given up on life by the time I got there.
He came
It was
to
a
the
good
boat
one,
pretty
though.
quick.
Yeah, nice.
So
Yeah, it was a good one.
let's talk about Rice Lake. The Kentucky, Brian the Carpenter and I have now discussed that Rice Lake is the Kentucky Lake of Canada. There's more tournaments. There's more guys out there. It is the Kentucky Lake of Canada. So
It's busy water,
it's beyond busy.
yeah.
I was pre-fishing
pressure.
Wednesday. I saw so many bass boats on the east end of Rice Lake trying to catch smallies that I asked a gentleman if there was a tournament going on today. That's how many boats I saw.
Wow.
It's beat up.
Dirty water, eh? The sun really burnt off a lot of the weeds that were up high and really, really dirtied up the
And
water.
hot water.
So you guys are out there because you're pre-fishing for the CSFL event this weekend, right?
Yeah, we're
it's
poking
2 days
around.
out of Bewdley,
Yep. No, it's out
Out
of
Golden
out
Beach.
of Golden Beach.
out of Golden Beach.
Mhm.
That's a nice spot. I like.
It's a
Golden Beach.
great spot to have a tournament
Yeah.
at Golden Beach.
Remember
Great
when we
No,
had
it's
your
super
party there?
Hmm?
Remember when we spent the weekend and then we had a party?
Yeah, we had a
You
party
turned
there.
40?
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
So what do you think? You're out of all of us here. You're the best at catching smallies deep on Rice Lake. Not a lot of luck, eh?
No, not this year.
It's not going so
To-
good, eh?
Yeah, to the point where we're not fishing CSFL.
Really?
'Cause
Really?
Yeah. The only reason we were going to fish it is to catch a chance.
And you and Scotty have been
Yeah.
on them for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Marley and I used to fish down there religiously. I got 15 spots where I've caught 4-pound smallies, and we checked them all with the camera, and they're not there.
They're not there, no.
There's 3-pounders there. There's 2-pounders there, but those giants aren't there. The water is. I've never fished water. I talked to Marley. He has like a notebook of probably the last 6 years of every time we went out fishing what the water temperature was. There's nothing in there in the 80s, and especially not 80s for 2 weeks.
No. The
Wow.
water got to 76 last summer.
Yeah,
The warmest.
Wow.
Yep.
So
and you dropped down on your AquaView. You got temperature, and you said it like 14 feet down, still 78.
78 at 14 feet.
So
Wow.
So let's say last year when they were, or in years past, it may have been in the low 70s at 14 feet,
Yeah, that would
right?
stand to reason, yeah.
Yeah.
So now what?
We're not fishing smallies.
No.
I think
But here's the
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
We figured out some largies, though, so we're good.
Yeah,
Somebody's going to pound a bag of smallies. It's probably going to be in somewhere different. But let's talk about the east end of Rice Lake. For probably like 6-7 years ago, Marley Houston and I would fish down there religiously. We'd catch all kinds of bags of good smallmouth. But we'd see 1 or 2 guys there. And then we used to see, 2 or 3 guys there. And then 4 or 5 guys there. And then it got to the point where if you weren't in the top 10, you weren't getting a spot. So is it the water temperature? Is it overfishing? Is it? We talked about this the other day. The gobies. There's so many gobies in that lake.
Mhm.
Are the fish just full? Have the fish moved off these spots that they would regularly hang out to chase the gobies? Maybe we're looking, instead of looking for smallmouth spots, maybe we need to look for goby spots.
Well, that makes a
Yes.
ton of sense.
Yes.
Right?
That's what I said yesterday. Let's go find the gobies, man.
They for sure.
Right?
So if there's somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, because if you go down to those, we saw some 2 and 3 pounders on
When you
some-
got your camera down there, are you seeing gobies?
some places. But let's say, so we saw some smallies on gobies and some really not good water. Not good bottom, like that clay kind of with the 1-inch, whatever kind of weed that is that's trying to grow.
Yeah.
Some good fish, but it had gobies. We went some really, really, really good looking boulders and, but no goby, no fish. So maybe
there's
these
your
fish have
answer right
moved
there.
out. Maybe
Yeah.
they're not even, maybe these fish have gone from structure fish like we're really used to in the Kawartha Lakes, you fish structure. But if we went to like a reservoir or big redo, those fish aren't on structure, those fish are on bait.
Following the bait.
Yeah.
So maybe that's changed, right? Maybe they've been pressured off the really good water to find the bait. We'll
Perhaps.
find out Sunday when Corey and Chris weigh in 29 pounds on Rice Lake.
No, you won't.
But there's got to be something up.
It's changing.
Do you think
yeah.
we talked about how this weekend the largemouth are going the largemouth guys have got to go at this,
No, I think so. Whoever's got deep largemouth, I think will win.
right?
Like deep weed edge fish.
But as the week goes on, the milfoil is going to die, and that I had some like last Wednesday we talked. We could see an 8 feet of water on one of our smallmouth spots, and we fished it yesterday. And when we went yesterday, I couldn't see the bottom. And last week I could. We went to the sunken island.
Oh, I'm telling you, man,
And
these
2
weeds
feet
are
of
all
water.
dead on the top. They're all brown, burned. It's
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
The lake.
A lot of
the lake is
of
just-
Shamong was like that too on the
Oh
weekend.
man,
We
yeah,
went-
last
There
week
was,
just killed
there
it.
was areas the same depth, everything. The weed was beautiful, and then there was some areas I don't know. It has anything to do with some of the side of the lake. I don't know why, but maybe access to deep water, cooler water coming in. I don't know, but and then areas were dead. Same
Yep.
looking,
Yep.
like within stretches. You know, like same weed bed almost. Like half of it was good, half of it was bad. It was weird, really weird.
None of us have dealt with water temperatures in the 80s for this
No.
long. It's been 2 weeks. Week and a half, anyway. For
When-
sure.
When's the last time you thought Rice Lake that largemouth could win it? That's been a few years now, right?
2009. When Josh Westerdink and Steve weighed in 20 pounds,
That was the last.
that was
time.
the last
Yeah,
time.
and it's been smallmouth since.
Yeah.
And the game has always been try to catch 4, get 18, 19 pounds with 5 smallmouth, and then head somewhere and try to,
Find one.
Get a big
there's
bucket.
8-pounders in Rice Lake, largemouth. There's no, I wouldn't guess, you'd be pretty hard to come across an 8-pound smallmouth. You got a reasonable shot at an 8-pound largemouth.
What?
Honest to God, I've seen 3 weighed in. You might not remember.
I wouldn't call that a reasonable
Yeah,
shot.
no, but that's a reasonable
three
shot.
weighed in in
If you
25 years.
think about tournament, no. In my maybe, and let's think about the 7s. Who was it that caught the back-to-back 7s?
That was Joe Figueroa, was it not?
No, Joe got 3 big fish in a row
Yeah.
one year. But
Oh, I
what
do
is
know.
you know who I'm talking about? And
Yeah,
they
I
drive
do.
the white boat with the tiger cowling. That's the boat, I
With
think.
the what?
It has the tiger on the cowling. Is that not it, or the wolf?
The wolf?
Anyway,
I know the
do you
guys
know what
you
I'm
mean.
talking
I
about?
know
So
what
they
you're
pull up.
talking about.
They pull up to a dock. This got to be 5 years ago. They pull up to a dock, throw a Senko under there, right? Set hook, break the line, right? They flip a jig in there, set hook, and they bring one in over 7. I swear to God that fish over 7. If it's not 7, then it's like 6, 8, 6, 9. They got nothing to go with. The other 4 fish, they got nothing. They bring it in, they win big fish. They go back to that dock the next day, throw a jig in there, set hook, and land a bigger fish with the Senko in his mouth.
No way.
It was a top bass event.
They could have cast a check with 2 fish limit.
Yeah.
I'm not even,
Can you
I'm not even
imagine?
joking. Both fish under the same dock, and when they landed the one the day 2, it had the broken Senko in its mouth and the leader.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't think
Great.
of the guy's name. If we called Marley right now, he would know.
I
Hold
know
on.
exactly who you're talking
You guys,
about.
you guys talk.
The Wolfman? Is that
Yeah.
the guy with the big beard?
Yeah.
It's his partner.
His-
I'm
The
almost
skinny
positive.
guy, the tall skinny guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tim.
Tim Wheeler.
Tim Wheeler.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah, yeah.
message.
He's a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he is.
You guys talk about something.
Let's
Who
talk
caught
about,
the-
let me see what we got here, the charity event. We can't talk about because Ian was there and we weren't.
That's right.
How about
What?
do you want to talk about how you're absent lately because you got a new job?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
How I'm absent.
Well,
You guys are missing me a lot because I got to work a lot.
I am.
yeah, we are. They're taking our Sean time.
Well, listen, they're writing the check, so
Yeah, but we put the smiles on your face.
I know. I know.
Sometimes you have to be more focused.
You sound like
on-
a prostitute.
You can't be too focused
we put
on
the smile
making
on
a
your
living.
face.
You don't make a life.
We got any
You
questions,
can write
Amber?
that. You can remember that.
I sent it to Marley. I think it's Tim Wheeler.
Yeah.
Tim something. It's Tim something. Both giants. I seen Corey Johnson weigh in an 8-pounder once, right behind me. I thought I was gonna win, till I saw an 8-pounder.
Wicked. Have we got any? We got any cool names for our fishing Canada
Amber,
classics?
anything? Are you following?
Or just nobody
No.
wants it?
Nothing?
No.
Nope.
Is there anybody watching at all?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's turn to the RLM Elite.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
Hey, guys,
here we are, guys.
RLM,
Oh, we got to do this.
the box with the most hard baits. Save $10 off your first box using the code FEARFISHING. Because Andrew's not here all the time, should we let him open it?
Yes, we should.
You
You
wanna
want to
open
open it?
I could. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the pike box. Nobody's ever opened it, so you're the first one to see it.
Yeah, we
buddy.
don't even know what's in there.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Careful.
You know what he did as soon as he
Careful
came in
the
here?
shark.
Open that box.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
Okay, hand him out. Let's see what we got here.
Well,
Yes. Oh, Marley's quick.
the flirty frog. This is for Sean.
We got a
Hold
couple
it
of those.
out,
So
sorry.
I
Right.
think that.
Yeah, we got a couple of those now, right?
Well, I hear pass it to me.
These
You can
things are
just
awesome.
you hand them out. I think that'd work.
I think it would too.
Scotty Barry says it's Tim Wheeler.
It is Tim
Yeah.
Wheeler.
Yeah.
It is. Those are giants.
Yeah.
Scotty, do you remember how big those fish were? One was 6, and the other one I believe was 7. But one was quite a bit bigger than the other one. Look at this.
That is pretty cool.
Everybody's taking one of these home. I got one in the boat right now.
I don't got one.
You want this one?
Yeah.
I think it'll work. You need a badass trailer. This is the Pike Elite box. I actually caught fish on this on one of the vlogs, and I forgot to mention it to people. It's a little tiny crankbait. Check that out, John. It's like a
nice
finesse crankbait.
What are those Polish baits?
I really like these.
Yeah.
They smell like cabbage.
The old Feng crew. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, but gee.
While we're doing this,
Reminds me of a girl in high school.
while we're doing the Pike Elite box, there's a lot of pike in Rice Lake.
Yeah, there is a lot of pike in Rice Lake.
We could have used these.
I just like cabbage.
There's a lot more pike in Rice Lake this year than there was
Rob
last year.
Bucknick and Wheeler.
Scotty.
Rob Bucknick and
That's it.
team Tim Wheeler.
Scotty says it's 710 and 685.
Yes, huge fish. Same dock.
How do you know that,
So,
Scott?
and the
Scotty
crazy
Bree's
part
a
was,
different cat. He
listen,
can remember crazy shit like that.
and the crazy part about this all is when Marley worked at Nissan in Peterborough, and I think Wheeler came in and he was talking about it. He said it's a dock that nobody would fish. Like a terrible dock. Both of them are under there.
Wow. Doesn't sound like a terrible
I'm
dog to
taking
me.
these to Rice Lake, and I'm going to pound the pike on them. Pike would eat that. Keep going. What else have we got in here?
Spinnerbait.
I'm keeping that. Oh, my God. Is that a
Those are
1 inch?
beautiful.
Is that a nasty hooker?
There's a lot of hard plastics in this, eh?
What?
A lot of hard baits in this. Sorry.
Freedom Tackle. I like their stuff. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not
Canadian
giving this to you
company.
guys. I'm gonna put that in my pile.
Actually, I've got a couple of those at home.
Do you? Oh my
Yeah.
God, that lunker hunt.
Go bees.
Speaking
There
of,
you go.
There you go.
those
right
are
there.
those are big baits.
Just
Those
drag
are
those
big.
around.
Big baits catch big fish, Ian.
How big is that
Whoa!
box?
You can have them when I'm done looking at them, Mark Hunter. That's it. You know what?
I don't want to see them.
That's a lot of stuff in that box.
Yeah,
That is.
We're not
that's
done
what I'm
yet.
thinking.
We're not done.
We're not
No, we're not done.
Who doesn't like
I'm
a
saving
good
all for
swim
that.
bait? A northern pike could eat that in a second.
Yeah, man.
We got
Did
stuff.
I show that? How you?
2 hooks.
I really like these hooks. Honest to God, I've used these for trailers. Not that one, but the one pack that came in the bass box. I've been using them for trailer hooks on my spinner baits, and I was using them on Lake O. They were awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you got?
Another one.
We got another buff. Oh, it's a camel one.
Oh yeah.
Camel.
Yeah.
Sticks and stones buff. That's kind of like
Desert
you need these in the summer
You know what I found out? They are great for keeping your hat on.
while you're running.
Yeah, if you're running, you just put it over your.
Shout out to
Oh, man.
Red,
Yeah.
who lost his hat on my boat on the
I
weekend.
saw that. That was
yeah.
funny. I rewind. I watched it like 5 times.
He lost
and he
his
looks
boat.
back at it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, man.
They are really handy. Like for a guy who I look like Scott Martin with the raccoon eyes. It's probably not that bad on camera, but it's bad in real life. These things save your life, man.
Yep.
They really
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Like
And they
you-
keep your hat
like,
on.
This is one of the most exciting things you can totally get.
And they're really good if you just go like this and you clean your glasses off with them.
yeah, cameras. I
Perfect.
use mine to clean
Yeah.
my cameras all the
Yeah,
time.
perfect.
If you're not wearing socks.
Is that it, Mercer?
No, we got one more. And
We got one more.
Oh.
you were talking about like Kentucky Lake and that.
Yes.
So I figured Rice Lake, you gotta have
Oh
a
my
jigging spoon.
God.
Oh, do you ever?
Look
Look
at
at the
that
size of that
beast.
beast. Wow.
You wouldn't believe how many people are still throwing spoons. If you go to like, Ontario Fishing Club
Throw it
or
off the pier for some salmon.
the Ontario Fishing Club, Canadian Fishing Network, there's a ton of guys still throwing spoons for everything.
Well, they work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Kentucky Lake, guys.
Do you think there's any spoon throwing in here?
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah,
for
probably
sure.
for the Gators. That's pretty badass. That's a
You
big
throw
spoon,
spoons?
eh? Do I
You
never
throw
thrown a spoon in a long time. You want that, Sean?
Yeah, I do.
That'd be good to throw at a sea doer.
Yes, it would.
I wouldn't want to hit you, Andrew.
Hey, how are we gonna know it's you?
Poor sea doers.
Scotty
The
wants
one
to
with
know,
the. You know what? We saw a classic sea doer yesterday. Remember when he drove by and he had the party wagon behind him? So anyway, he drives
Party
by and he's got pink shorts on and like a headband and the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, there you go. There's a sea doer. And they have like They had like an 1950s boat cruising behind them with the tunes going, like they'd rebuilt and wrapped, right? And then listen, we're fishing, and they stopped right like out from the river us. And because we don't really dislike sea doers, but we always joke
make
about
fun of
Yeah,
them.
you,
Kinda,
yeah,
yeah.
you do.
Well,
right? Sean goes, and we always talk whenever they drive by. We like talk like we're sea deers. He's like, the guys in the boats are probably like, hey, bro, want to go up the river and catch some bass? Oh, yeah, sure I do.
You want to go fish that weed line?
Yeah. What's up, bro? Want to fish that weed line? Right? And they're all pointing and laughing at us, right? And yeah, it was awesome.
Wow.
Should make fun of people.
Like you're making fun of them.
They deserve it now. They made fun of us for fishing the weed
Oh,
line.
you were making fun of them long before that.
Yes, we were.
Scotty wants to know what you think the winning weight will be on Saturday at Rice.
19.7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going bigger.
Really?
20 and 3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think Corey and Chris are fishing?
Nope.
What?
Yeah, they'll be fishing.
No.
They're
Come on now.
fishing.
They're,
Come on.
they're in the U.S.
Of course they're fishing.
They're not in the U.S.
They will be this weekend.
Why?
For what?
How do you know?
There's going to be a bomb threat at their house.
Actually, speaking of them handsome young Johnson brothers, I was up at Peterborough Battery because MercerMarine sent me there. I actually used that hashtag when I got in there, and I talked to the old man. I said, hashtag MercerMarine, gonna save me some money. Need a battery. He brought me the small. You know what? I kind of felt like I was in the big leagues. So I went in there and said, I need a battery for my boat, a cranking battery. So he said, all right, son, I got a battery for you. Comes over, he brought me the little battery. I said, sir, I need to run electronics, 225 horsepower Mercury Optimax. I need the big one. He said, you know what? I wish more guys were like you and they got straight to the point at the beginning. He's like, I got the big one for you. Brought her over. He said, this is what my boy's running. I said, that's good enough for me. Do you know what kind of lures they're using on Rice Lake?
Yeah, what are they using for baits?
So we had a good chat. He's you know what? That guy knows more about like what you need for batteries in your boat than anybody on the planet. And we're not sponsored by them or anything like that. But you know, you don't want to buy stuff twice. I really like going somewhere where, you know, there's nobody's run batteries more
you go to
than Chris
Canadian
and Gordon,
Tire or something
right?
to buy your batteries, you're not getting
You're
any
crazy.
information, no.
Yeah.
Right? If you go
My
in,
batteries came from there.
you go in there and you talk to somebody whose kids are running all over North America, hard on these batteries. He's going to tell you exactly what you need. You tell him what electronics you got, and he'll tell you what you need to run this smoothly. I put it in the boat, no issues at all. Like it's been awesome.
Wicked.
Did
And you know what,
Did
when-
you
Did
put
you
it in
put-
the
yeah,
boat?
that's
Yeah, did you
exactly
Or
put
was
your
it
own
installed by
I did.
MercerMarine?
But MercerMarine was kind enough to duct tape all my stuff together, so it's on and off.
Yeah,
It's idiot proof.
Did you?
no,
You
it's,
did.
it's Ian proof.
Yeah,
It's Ian proof.
There we go.
What's the
Extra
difference?
special.
Yes.
Wow.
extra special. But you know what I mean? Like, there's places where you can go, and it's just knowledgeable information. If you go to Canadian Tire to buy batteries, first off, you're probably talking to a guy who's never run a bass boat. And when you say
or
it-
even has a license
that's
to
right.
drive a car.
He probably has
Yeah.
no idea what a bass boat and the electronics are pulling off your system. You don't need you need cranking power plus you need the storage power. Am I right?
That's
Reserve
correct, yeah.
power, I believe.
Reserve
it's called.
capacity.
Capacity.
That's the
Mm-hmm.
In Ian
the
terms,
buzzword.
I need to start my boat
Mhm.
and I need my electronics to stay on
Mm-hmm.
and run that live well.
Anything else while you're at it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What'd you get? What'd you get for a battery? Deca?
Deca. Yeah.
I know a
those
lot of
batteries.
guys now, they're putting
Yeah.
a fifth battery in.
What?
What?
Wow.
Oh, just for their.
If you're
yeah.
running 4 12-inch screens all day.
We're gonna put an extra battery in next year.
All right.
MercerMarine.
That's the
Hashtag.
plan.
Where?
Hashtag. We're gonna. What
You
do you
got
mean?
room?
Yeah, we got to build a platform. Do you know anything? We're gonna.
I
have to
love
change-
how he says we.
Yeah, it's like
We gotta-
it's like,
We're gonna have to change that bilge pump before we do that because it keeps staying on. I got to beat the snot out of
There's
it with
no
a paddle.
W in Ian
Yeah.
Mercer.
Yeah, Ian sits down to fire out the boat yesterday. He's like, Jesus. He gets up. He's like, I'll fix you. Pulls the paddle out and starts wailing on his pump. It stops. He's like, see, I know where to hit it.
Well, I couldn't
the
get it. I
Fonzie.
couldn't get it to turn off. Or I messaged him, and he's like, "You need to pull the wire out." Right. So I gave the wire a pull, assuming it was gonna come out, and I was like, "No, bro, it's hardwired." And then I was like, "I'm just
It's
gonna
like
beat
you
it."
looking at a bomb, eh? Is
Yeah,
it
I
the
know.
red wire or the blue wire?
Right. So I just grabbed that paddle, gave her about 6 on top, and it shut off. And I text him back. I'm like, "Bro, I beat it to death. It's good."
Right on.
Wow.
Probably the only thing you got to do is shut it off at the console.
Probably.
No, it won't
Yeah,
shut
yeah,
off.
yeah.
It's the automatic
Yeah,
one.
right.
Yeah, main
Yeah,
power off.
Yeah.
No, there's no. It won't shut off the automatic one.
Right.
Come on, guys.
Sean Quinn wants to know what kind of battery you run in your jet ski, Ian.
Deca from Peterborough Battery, bro.
The big one.
The
Run
big
from
one,
Peterborough
yeah.
Battery,
The
bro.
big one.
The big one.
It's pink.
Palm Bay.
The big one.
Palm Bay.
What do you got against Palm Bays?
What do you got?
Dick.
Is there guys who really own bass boats and jet skis? Question of the night. Did anybody name a lure?
Chris Tatosco.
Negative.
Tristan Tosco. There you go.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
If nobody claims the Fishing Canada
I
prize,
can't believe nobody wants to. I thought we would break the
I'm
internet.
going to send it to Chris Tatosco. It'll be a great night.
Jesus. Okay. Well, our listeners don't enjoy the finer things in life.
We're going to give
Maybe you should go over the contest again.
anybody out there who would like the Fishing Canada VH box set. All you got to do,
show it in the
show it in
camera.
the camera. Can't even run
Vanna
Instagram
White it.
story. All you got to do is name a fishing lure that you would like to bring, or product that you would like to bring to the Icast 2020. Just a funny name. All you got to do, and I'll mail that to you. You know what we're going to have to do for 2 weeks from now?
We're gonna have to tell them about the bonus.
We're going
Not only do you get 3 VHS tapes, you also get
Oh, don't
a
tell 'em
self.
I think people at home think we're joking.
You get a already addressed envelope, no postage needed.
Really? Hold on. Does
To
that
buy
have the
more.
address? Fishing Canada News Magazine, 1240 Phillips Murray Avenue, New 1, Oshawa, Ontario. Is that Posh or South End of Oshawa?
Oh, that's Schwa. That's Schwiggity right there.
Really?
Philip Murray, yeah.
Is that like? Do you think that's the Berkeley building? No, that's
Rapala,
Brewers.
isn't it? Isn't that where Rapala is?
It's not where they are now.
Anyway, if we don't have this, we'll send it to Scott Walden. He can burn it onto DVD, and we'll give this another try.
We'll go round it. You know what? This will fit all on half a DVD.
On the weekend, I was at the OFC charity event on Rice Lake.
How's that?
Yeah, that was.
It was
pretty cool,
awesome.
eh?
I got to take them Ashton in the morning. He was super pumped. Okay, should we show the bass boat video? Of
Oh my God.
I sent it, this one
Oh, it
to.
was adorable.
He's not really into fishing, but he likes to go and hang out on the boat and eat chips and
Eat snacks.
and talk, right?
But you told me right before you showed me the video, you're like, hold on, and who does he look like?
Ski Reese. Watch this, folks. He's holding on for dear life. He's doing a heck of a job keeping his cool, but he is holding on. He did good.
That's Skeet Reese all day.
Oh, hold on. I'll turn it up. We can see again. His flow. I sent it to Fighter, and he's like, "That's badass." I showed Ashton Fighter's hair, and he wanted it. There it is. We're cooking too. We're really moving. He didn't want to. All the times I'd ever taken him out on the bass boat before that, he always wanted to sit on my knee. Not this time.
Really?
He jumped right in that passenger seat, and he was like, "I'm gonna hold on to the arm bar." He's like, "I can do this, Dad." He made about 14 casts, and then he was like, "Did you bring any chips?" Right? And you want to know what the really funny part is?
Did you bring any chips?
Oh, I brought tons of snacks for the little guy. So we get back, and he didn't want to go in the afternoon, which is all right. I don't think pushing kids into fishing is the right way to do this.
No,
I think if my kid wants to fish, he can fish, and if he doesn't want to fish, and my kids are in different circumstances because my kids that really have to deal with fishing 24 hours a day, right? Like when they go to school, their dad's the fear fishing guy, right? So I understand.
He's going to be a dancer.
He really likes breakdancing. He was dancing up a storm. So I drop him off, right? And Scotty Martin left right on the shoreline. So I was like, Red, you want to go fishing? And he was, so we went fishing. So we had a good time, Red and I.
He's a funny guy.
Man, we had a really good
He's
conversation.
hilarious.
He's great.
We had a great time on the boat chatting. We caught some fish, and Red got some walleye. He got a walleye with a broken back with the S
Oh yeah.
out of one of the trees. 9 walleye caught this weekend out of the trees on Rice Lake. Never
That's
caught one in my
crazy, eh?
whole life this time of year.
We've seen him on the camera.
Yeah.
Well.
So
you should have seen Red's face though.
He was
going
excited.
fishing with Ian.
Oh yeah.
Real
He's got a
excited.
man crush. Something fierce, eh?
Yeah.
Would you
yeah.
say?
Yeah, for sure. And I was like, you
Did he sit like
and I
in
even
the
said to him,
passenger
I was
seat,
like,
or did he sit in the middle seat when you were running down
sat
there?
on my lap. Anyway, so I was
Do you wanna
like,
play
I was
Ashton?
like, Red, I know I'm not JP, but you want to come fishing with me? Anyway, he seemed all right. I don't think he was as excited to fish with me as he would be with JP, but he seemed okay. We went out and catch fish, right? And here's the best part. We get back to shore, had a great time. Ashton has been swimming in his what he wore there, rolling around in sand. So at the end of the day, Red comes up to him because Red was doing a little filming too,
Mhm.
and Red was like, it was really nice to meet you. And he wouldn't talk. Right? And Amber's like, Ashton, you got to talk. He looks at Amber. He goes, I only talk on my dad's videos. Oh, yeah. He gave Amber the whole speech. How he only talks on the Fear Fishing vlog. And that ain't my dad.
Wow.
That's pretty funny. He's a funny kid.
Good on him. Did we talk about Joan and Hannah going to Ireland?
No. I dropped my wife and my daughter off at the airport yesterday.
Yes, you did.
They
yesterday?
gone to
I thought they went
Ireland.
today.
Yeah, it was last night. Gone to Ireland for 20 days to see your family. All Joan's family's there, brothers, sisters, mother, all that stuff. So I don't know what I'm eating for the next 20 days. So if anybody has extra food, call me.
You ate half of Amber's dinner when you got here.
We
I
need,
did. Well, she offered it. She put it right in front of me.
We need Bob to step up and start the Mercer fry truck.
Oh yeah, that's what we need too.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Okay, listen.
We do it all.
Could you imagine if you
Munchies.
could go to a marina, buy a Ranger boat, get your boat fixed, and get some fresh fries?
And a pea meal and a bacon.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude.
Yeah.
I think.
And
Beating
Sean will be working on stripping your boats.
That's it.
Yeah.
As long as he strips the boats.
I'll strip
That's
them
all
all.
he strips.
Easy cam pole on the back, dancing. Cause I'm a tiny dancer.
Dancing for money. Any old thing you will
OFC
do.
event.
That's the worst Tina ever.
Sorry, I'll work on
The
it.
OFC
He
event.
said tiny dancer, and he changed it over to private dancer. We did like 2 songs at once. That's what we call a mash.
Professional Polish fisherman. Chris Tatoska flew back into Canada only to grab moose to take him to Las Vegas. Jeff did an amazing job putting on that charity event on his own.
Yes.
It was very
I would
well
have loved
run.
to go on, but I was at.
It was a great
I was
time.
at a tournament.
He did an amazing job since Moose and the Polish Prince had to head to Las Vegas.
Do you want to talk about Ian not? Well, I know it's on the vlog, but Ian not reading the email and showing
Yeah.
up with a boat
Yeah.
on a trailer.
Bro,
Even I got that memo.
listen, I
was-
drove the boat down a mountain, right? And there was no boat launch and there was no turnaround. I had to back it up a mountain.
When was this?
Well, this
Saturday
is for
morning.
the thing. You know, all the things. There's no launch here. Launch somewhere else. You can launch here. You can launch here. You can launch here.
Not this guy.
Not Ian.
wow.
I'm
Yeah.
bringing my
Bro.
boat right there.
I blocked in about 31 cars. And being the
I got
super
there
considerate, nice
after.
guy, humble. I've heard that word come out in the fishing industry that I'm humbled. I just put it in park and went down talking to everybody. And then then I backed her up the hill.
Then I showed up after.
People were like, "Do you need help?" Sean Quinn, he was like, "Do you need help?" I'm like, "Bro, I can get this boat anywhere. I got this."
Yeah,
When I got to the top of the hill, though, it was, I'm not even joking, it's a mountain. I got her to the top of the hill in the loose gravel. I had to put her in 4x4 because I thought for a second there we were like Stan.
All the way back down.
Like
to pick
Stan.
Up the speed.
Look, Sean Quinn's a big guy,
Oh, he's a huge guy. Yeah.
and I thought, he can't, if I back this, like, pull back in, I wonder if Sean could lift, like, the tongue and turn this boat around for me. Then I was thinking, no, probably not. That's probably asking a little much, my humble opinion.
Plus, he probably just had a couple Palm Bays, so
He
He's
is
not
a
the
big fan
lifting
of Palm
man.
Bay.
He
Is he?
He is for real.
Do you know
Yeah.
what?
I don't know how I know this, but I know Sean likes Palm Bay.
I know this because Mike. I fish with Mike, which is a good buddy of Sean's.
Mike
And
Gray?
whenever they're in the tournament together against each other, they bet a 2 for a Palm Bay on who like
Whoa.
a side bot.
Whoa.
It's
Okay,
a 2
well,
for a Palm
I'm
Bay.
gonna
up
tell
for
you straight
grabs.
up.
Does
I'm gonna tell you
anybody?
straight up.
I didn't
No,
even
listen.
realize that people bought Palm Bay.
I didn't even know it came by the case.
Listen, I bought 24 Palm Bay one night,
Wow.
and I drank 24 Palm Bay
Oh
one night.
my god.
Wow.
I will never, ever,
Buy 24 Palm Bay.
ever make that mistake again. It was one of the worst hangovers I experienced in my entire life.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Oh, the worst.
I didn't think you got
The
hungover.
worst. I couldn't even open my eyes. My head was pounding so hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the sugar that gets you.
Oh,
Yeah.
we were playing beer pong and flip
I've
cup.
never had a Palm Bay in my
How
whole
can you
life.
play beer pong
No?
with,
Oh, you don't know what you're
Palm
missing.
Bays?
Oh, I know what I'm
Wow.
missing.
They came out after I stopped drinking, so I don't even know what they taste like.
You know what happened on the weekend when we were vlogging? We listened to the weigh-in, the Canadian Open on Lake Simcoe. Chris won.
Yeah.
Second year in a row.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts?
What do you think?
I think
So, since we're in the middle of the tournament fishing, all right. I heard this and this. I don't know.
Okay, we're ready. We're ready.
I don't want
Hey,
to send
what
her
are your
anybody
thoughts on this? Hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
The Berkeley Bee, and this is just this came.
Now
from,
we're on the
this
Berkeley
came,
people.
This came from Lynn.
Flip flop.
Lynn lent his truck and boat to somebody, one of the guys they know, to go down and fish Bay-Coney during the pre-fish of the Berkeley B1. Somebody messaged me asking what that Evinrude truck was. It you?
Nope, not me, man.
Somebody messaged me saying, "What is that? Who's driving the Evinrude truck in Belleville?" Right? And they just lent a boat out for somebody to go fishing. How ridiculous is this that nobody wants to fish against those two? And I from what I heard, a lot of people called the B1 saying, "What are they doing here?" And they were at Lake St. Clair. They just lent a boat. Can you be a tournament fisherman and kind of refuse to fish against them?
No.
We've talked about this 100 times on this
No, you
podcast.
can't.
No.
You
You
can't.
could be a half-ass tournament guy.
I
and not
think
fish.
that everybody out there should be really, really lucky that we have them to fish against. You get to match your skill. If nobody ever talks about when they shit the bed. And over my tournament career, they've had lots of bad tournaments. They've had, I remember, I don't even know how long they had a whole bad season.
When I fished the Pan American, I got to fish against David Dudley, Scott Martin, Roland Martin. It was amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
It was amazing.
It's we're really lucky to have. Who cares if they win every event? Fish like you don't even understand how hard. I bet you one of them boys is out Rice Lake right now. If they're fishing next weekend, I bet you one of them's out there right now pre-fishing, checking it out, scoping it out. Maybe not fishing, maybe just driving those Garmin units around, figuring it out. But they work harder than the rest of us at the
Sure they
tournament
do.
game,
Well, they've
Sure
got
they
the
do.
time on the water, man.
right? And
Times
like,
two.
should we ban them or should they get to fish? I want to fish against them because I kind of feel if they're not there, you only won because they weren't there.
I don't think it's an option to ban them.
I don't think so either.
I don't think they can do the FLW Canada.
I don't know.
I think if you do a series, a Costa series, you're not allowed to. They don't want to.
How
I
can you
believe
like?
that's fine.
Here's my like. Let's say you roll up, you got brand new bass boat. You know, you got Pro Staff stickers all over that. You got jersey, right? You got 386 logos on it, right? Hair slicked back. You got your sunglasses on. You know, you got your rods on the deck of your boat. Every electronic on the planet. You've been telling everybody how this is your weekend. You pre-fished. You did all your homework. And then you see them two up, and you're like, I'm not fishing. Not happening. I'm not fishing against those guys. Paid my money, and I want a shot at winning. That's the whole problem with
You
fishing
got a
industry.
shot at winning
That's
if you
that's
just
the whole
fucking do
problem
it.
with the fishing industry, right? It's not like Scott Martin shows up and he's like, Mark Rose can't fish today because I need to win Angler of the Year. And if he fishes, I'm going home.
No.
Right? Like, would you not be happy? Mercer's disagreeing.
Well, I don't care. I've donated money to the Johnson boys for
We all have in
years.
this room.
I don't know. It's no different than driving a Peterbilt battery than donating my money than donating to CSFL. But I want to, like, if we win an event, let's say we go out there Saturday and we pound them, I want them brothers to be there.
Yeah, I don't disagree at all.
It makes it sweeter. You get your check, you get your trophy, and you get to beat them. And if you finish second and they win, right? You just got to think in your head, I didn't pre-fish hard enough. I didn't find the right spots. I did something that I didn't do, right? I work harder tomorrow.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
Everybody, if you play beer league hockey, it'd be super awesome to have Sidney Crosby show up, and you'd be a better hockey player at the end of the year playing with Sidney Crosby.
100%.
You'll be a better angler fishing against Corey and Chris,
True.
right?
Yeah.
And just thank your good graces. We don't live in Alabama. You got to fish against Matt and Jordan Lee.
Right?
To be
You
the
know what I
best,
mean?
You got to be the best, man.
That's right. And we should all take it as learning. I can remember the first time fishing smallies. When Marley and I didn't do so well our first 2 years, and then we started finding better water, right? We didn't see anybody during pre-fish, and then in tournaments, I can remember seeing Corey and Chris show up, right? They didn't fish the same spot we did, but I remember seeing their boat. And before we started doing really well, we never saw anybody who cast a check, right? We're
Yeah.
fishing the wrong goddamn water. And then all of a sudden, we worked really, really, really hard, and we put hours and hours of pre-fishing before work, after work. I remember Marley used to go before work. He used to make a deal with his boss so they could show up at 10 and work late. He'd go in the morning.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, you see Jared Dean, and you see Gerard Cox, and you see, Vandermeer, and you see Corey and Chris drive by. And then, do you know what I mean? So you're in the right area. That's how people need to start looking at this. That's my 2 cents. Bring them on. Bring them on.
Bring them on.
See you Saturday, boys. See you on Saturday. 53rd place coming up.
Yeah, we'll get at least
how
we'll
many
get at
votes-
least 53rd.
We're getting the top 50.
How many
anyway.
votes do you think's coming Saturday?
No idea.
Rice Lake's a crowd.
She's got some. She's got some draw. The Kentucky Lake of
Yeah.
Ontario.
Yeah, it's got a lot of draw.
I'm saying not
More
over
than
100.
sturgeon?
Not over 100. I don't think so.
You don't
this
think
year.
so?
No.
Sturgeon, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
Sturgeon got 112, didn't
Yeah.
but it was 2 series. Wasn't it a wild card?
Yeah, Sturgeon
Yeah,
was a
well,
wild
yeah,
card,
I
so a lot of
guess,
guys could
yeah.
use it for
Yeah, yeah.
For
the
both.
series, right?
Yeah.
Amber, is there any questions or anything before we wrap this up?
No.
Did not anybody
We're
wants
not
this
popular
box
this
set?
week. Okay, we'll
I'm
get it on
devastated.
DVD and we'll see you in
I'm
2 weeks. Final thoughts, Mark?
devastated. My final thoughts is you have guys that have no idea.
You got to
what
hold
you're
that in the
missing out.
camera, man.
Oh, you know
Just
what?
because you look at the TV doesn't mean it's on the camera.
I'm holding it to the TV, not the
For
camera.
a guy
yeah.
who can't run an Instagram story,
That's why I don't have Instagram.
you have Instagram. I tagged you in a post today.
I do?
Awesome.
Wicked. Okay, my final thoughts. I want to wish my wife and my daughter a very safe and happy trip in Ireland there. And looking forward to a home-cooked meal in 21 days.
You're gonna be dead. How long does it take? If he doesn't eat, how long does it take for him to die? 3 weeks?
How skinny he is? 2 days.
He's not that
Yeah, I
skinny.
know. I had a
not
pound
that
of,
skinny.
I had a pound of bacon on some bread yesterday.
A pound of bacon.
Yeah, I cooked the whole package up. It said thick
You're not going to
sliced.
die of starvation. You're going to die of a heart attack.
It said thick sliced, but they lied to me. It was very thin. And then today I made grilled cheese.
Did you cook it? I hope you didn't eat that shit raw.
No, I know how to cook it. You put it in the frying pan. When it starts smoking, it's done. When you got to open the windows, the bacon's done.
Oh, how I love this crew.
It's true.
Amber, do you have a final thought? See how I just threw her off there?
Yeah.
No.
She's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nothing? You have
Nope.
fun at the OFC event? You helped.
Yeah, I did. I had a great time.
Okay, final thought at that.
Take your kids fishing.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh my
one.
God.
That'll work.
Sean.
Sean McCall.
What?
Straight out of Compton.
Straight out
South Central.
South Central Oshawa.
Well, I live in Curtis now for a long time.
You've moved
so.
on up. Past the 401.
Scissor kick.
What's your final thought?
Mimosa.
I can't believe you drank that. Andrew MercerMarine hashtag.
Oh, here we go again.
You want to plug your stuff?
No, not at all.
You got a phone number you can give out? No.
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
We'll post it later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
get you.
Yeah.
On Instagram story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run the MercerMarine Instagram story tomorrow.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll get you busy.
We're going to wreck the boat, and then we're going to fix it together.
Yep.
Yeah, we are gonna fix it.
I love that.
Final thought, buddy.
Don't really have one.
You want to give a shout
Don't
out?
break nothing, Ian.
Yeah, quit
breaking
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
I'll do my best. My final thought, I want to thank everybody who's been watching all the vlogs. The numbers are going up. The subscribers are going up. Really means a lot to all of us who do the filming. More and more people are watching. More people are commenting. Let's do this. I just remembered that little girl who came
Yep.
out to the end of the dock.
Yep. Came running out yesterday.
Tell us that she watched the vlog with
Her stepdad.
Her stepdad, Doug.
Oh, that's awesome.
Was
They watched it
super
together.
amazing. I wish the wind was so bad that we could hardly hear her and we couldn't get the boat.
She ran back to her mom, and her mom
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, you're so happy." And she ran right back to her mom.
Super
Sean
cool
was-
moment.
It was
Yeah, yeah.
cool, yeah.
She had to be like
Yeah.
6 or 7.
Did you watch
No
the
way.
vlog?
She was maybe 4.
Yeah,
She watches
Maybe
the
4 or
vlog.
5. Yeah,
yeah,
watches it
with
with
her
her
or
stepdad.
stepdad Doug.
Yeah, they were all sitting down by the water. They had their fishing rods leaning up against the trees.
That was
and stuff.
super
It was
cool.
cool.
So
yeah.
you know,
Oh,
thanks to everybody who's
Yeah.
been watching and sending messages. They really mean a lot. And then yes, she came running out to the end of the dock to tell us that she watched. She said,
Said,
"Hey,
"Man."
I watched your vlog." Yeah.
Yeah.
She knew. Yeah,
That's awesome.
it was super cool.
Did she say, "Where's Mark"?
No,
Wow.
her dog wasn't very good either, but the experience was awesome. See, if it was good, we would be back. Why,
That dock sucked
Yeah,
yesterday.
it was
Yeah,
terrible.
there's nothing under the dock.
Dock sucked.
Yeah, they've
I
been
wanna-
swimming off it all day.
I want to thank everybody out there for watching this.
I got one person saying he wants to bring out the McCall tags.
We have a winner. The McCall tags.
The McCall tags. What are they?
Are those a calling system?
All one color, all with the number 1 on them.
Whoa!
I think we're on to
Winner,
something.
winner, chicken
Who is
dinner.
this?
Mike Whalen.
Whaling.
Mike's already got that.
my
Who are
buddy.
you kidding?
Mike,
Yeah.
you just won yourself the Fishing Canada Classics. I will give this to Sean McCall, and next time he sees you or you see that truck somewhere, you hand that over. There you go,
You're
sir.
gonna make me responsible for this thing?
This is yours.
Well, he's gonna want
you know
you to
what?
sign
I'm
it.
gonna watch him
Bro,
before I give them to him.
It's the McCall tags.
The
all
McCall
number
tags.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna
That's
put the tape on them and tape over them with some soap operas, maybe.
everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in 2 weeks, same time, same place. Later, homies.
Ciao, guys.
Bye.